The only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Destiny. What a fascinating concept. The idea that everybody has their own path that they must follow. But this path is not decided by some random force. It is decided by each individual person. You decide your own destiny. This sounds eerily similar to the philosophy of existentialism. The term existentialism describes a 20th century philosophical movement, which refers to an approach that emphasizes the existence of the individual person as a free and responsible agent determining their own destiny through acts of will. The main ideal of existentialism is the theory of existence before essence. Existence being your life on earth, the actions you perform in a limited time here. Essence being your societally expected role, what others expect and pressure you to be. To put your existence before your essence is to put the way you want to live your life above what other people will expect you to live it. It is to choose your own destiny. It is putting yourself first and making decisions that are right for you. As difficult as existentialism may be to pin down, there are a few necessary elements. The individual free will is crucial to human existence. The subsequent responsibility for action that accompanies it, leading to an unavoidable anxiety as a consequence. The authentic life then is one chosen freely rather than imposed by society. No wonder it appeals to the young. Many members of society expect youth to get a post-secondary degree that reflects their score on an IQ test. But not everybody wants to be a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer, even if society expects them to be. Many teens are forced into this situation because society puts large expectations on their shoulders that they may not be able to live up to. This situation can force youth to make a difficult choice, as they either have to live up to their essence and join the career path that society expects them to, or they could reject society and live for their existence, choosing the career that they actually desire. To gain a better perspective on modern teens actually think about this conundrum, I interviewed several teens to get their take on the situation. The first teen that I interviewed was Curtis Lacasse.
To what extent do you feel you're being forced by society to pursue post-secondary education?
I'm pretty forced. I mean, my parents, friends, everyone that I know is telling me to go to university, and that's like my only choice, basically. I mean, if I wanted to, I could become a bricklayer, but would you really want to? I mean, nah, so.
And have you ever considered taking a path different from the one expected of teenagers?
Yeah, like running away, stuff like that, just dreams, I guess. It's not really like anything that I can achieve, I don't think.
Have you ever seriously considered it?
No. Yeah.
The second teen that I interviewed was Nathan Hood.
To what extent do you feel you're being forced by society to pursue post-secondary education?
I think it's a pretty large extent just because we are expected to do something with our life, and with our current society, a lot of it revolves around education and going to university, stuff like that, something post-secondary. So we kind of feel obligated to do so in order to do something in the future with our life.
And have you ever considered taking a path different from the one expected of teenagers?
Not really. I guess I have thought about it, but nothing serious, just because I am shown this one path and I guess I just kind of accept it instead of wanting to act against.
The last teen that I interviewed was Sam Neer.
To what extent do you feel you are being forced by society to pursue post-secondary education?
I would say on a scale of like 0 to 10, probably like a 9, because throughout all of our education, I think there's an underlying kind of motive to push towards university, especially in this day and age. I don't think in a lot of families, college or even just the workplace is really thought of, and I think people are pushed and sometimes pushed too far to go to university, even if it's not what they want to do.
Have you ever considered taking a path different from the one expected of teenagers?
Personally, I haven't really considered the workplace or college pathway for me. For me, it's always been university, and I'm kind of lucky because what I'm passionate about is taking the next step into university. But for a lot of people, I could see how that could be a challenge because it's not what they're passionate about, and they might not want to do this, but they're being expected to.
As the interviews show, Many young teens feel pressured into choosing a career path that may not be the right one for them personally. They feel forced to put their essence ahead of their existence, and make choices based upon what society wants them to do. They are pressured by society to get a university degree, even though college or apprenticeship are suitable alternatives for universities that can both lead to prosperous career paths. It is obvious that teens like these, and many others, need to apply the theory of existence before essence to their own lives. They need to allow themselves to make decisions that are the best for them and not perceived as the best by society. They need to put their own existence before their essence to realize their true destiny. As the great existentialist Jean-Paul Sartre said, "Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself."